Hi, I'm Vector, and this is Bind, a 2D cube-based platformer with bite-sized mechanics. And welcome to devlog number 2. In this video, I'll be showing you how we went from this to this. So this is the initial version of the prototype, the very first. Now this doesn't look any good, and it doesn't play very well either. It is a game jam game after all. Then we upgraded the demo to this. Now this looks very prototypey, but it plays well and people didn't mind at first how it looked. But let's be honest, there's no artwork here really. So let's fix that. Well, we kind of already fixed it. So let me show you how we did it. After we presented our game and let people play it, we knew that the priority number 1 was to get this game to actually look like a game and not like a Photoshop grid. So the first question to answer was, well, what do we want the game to look like? Initially, I drew this mock-up so that we kind of had a direction to go on. But we needed more than that. We needed something that could fit our mechanics and facilitate the narrative we wanted to create. So our priority was to make it so we could be modular with our approach and have assets that could allow us to create and modify pieces of the environment to fit the gameplay. So I present you the temple. Alright, I know this is just a concept of the structure of the environment. So let me show you some real artwork. And that's how we got from this to this. This is the temple. The idea of the temple is that it can contain a number of biomes inside it and allow us to modify the structure of the environment without breaking the artwork. For example, we can have caves as the player progresses downwards and add water parts to it as well. Or maybe a forest theme going in certain parts of the map to make the map itself more interesting to explore. So, why a temple, you may ask? Well, it mostly has to do with the modularity we found to transition between themes without breaking the experience. We explored a few options, for example, a Mario-like map with all the levels, or even having a transition level where the player could navigate between worlds without having a sort of to pick the level exactly. They could just travel around between them. But none of those ideas actually fit what we wanted to create, so that's one of the reasons we kept the temple theme. A second reason for us to choose the temple has also to do with the narrative of the game, which we'll be exploring on a future devlog, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Now, we are still adding all the artwork that we built to the game and adding effects such as wind, fog, water, parallax, but most of the assets for the next build are already finished, and all that is left to do is to build the environment and start testing it and polishing. I am really happy on how this game is turning out, and I'm super excited to see what people think about the next version of the game. But what do you think about the progress so far? Make sure to let me know in the comments section below. Well, that is a wrap for this devlog. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you subscribed so that you don't miss the next episode, in which I'll be talking about how I improved the character design and how I'm working with the animations. That's it. Thank you very much for watching and take care.